Hello, 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 hello. This is Father Adam coming live to you from Las Vegas. During this Advent season, we hear so much about Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. During the census, Joseph and Mary had to return to their own city in order to give birth to the baby Jesus. They had to return to Bethlehem. They had to return to their origins. What must I do before Christmas in order to have a Merry Christmas? Return to your own city of birth. Return to your own city of birth. Return to your origins. Return to yourself. During our lifetime, we lose what we gained when the Lord formed us. Before God formed us in our mother's wombs, He knew us, the Bible tells us. He dedicated us. We are all so very special. Each and every human being is a child of God. Whether you believe in God or not is not as important as to always know that God believes in you. 100% of the time in your life, you will not believe in God. But God always believes in you. So many of you are so concerned about your children or your grandchildren or your family members who do not believe in God. God believes in them. During this Christmas, I want you to reflect on the fact that you should talk more to God about your family members than to your family members about God. Did you know that Mother Teresa, for 99% of her life, did not believe in God? She didn't feel Him. And yet, she is a saint. She prayed 1 hour every day before the Blessed Sacrament, the host, that white piece of bread that we put in this elaborate thing in the Catholic faith. And she prayed for 1 hour every day. And she didn't feel anything. And yet she did it. Because people ask me all the time, Father, where is faith? Is faith in the mind, in the will? Where is faith? Is faith in my heart, in my soul? No, faith is in your ass. Faith is in your ass. It's about showing up. You think I feel every single day going to church, saying Mass, hearing people's confessions, listening to their problems? You think I feel it every day? Hello? You think I feel every day like being a priest? You think I feel it? You think I feel God all the time? Hello? When I listen to people who have terminal cancer, when I listen to people being abused, especially abused by clergy, not just in the Catholic Church, but in Baptists, evangelicals, the Luz del Mundo, that leader that was caught in Los Angeles and that only got 16 years because of a corrupt judicial system. The judge only gave him 16 years and the prosecutors made a deal. You think that I feel it? You don't think I have doubts? Of course I do. It's normal. Even Jesus said, my God, why have you abandoned me? But the clue there is he said, my God, not the God of the Pope or of the bishop or of some priest or of some pastor, but my God. He's my God even when I feel abandoned. He's your God even when you're going through your things. Do you understand it? God is with you in whatever you are facing. God is that energy that moves you. God is that love that you have in your heart. God is the hope. God is hope that everything is going to be okay. And I am a symbol that if I made it, and if I'm making it, you will make it as well. In whatever situation you are facing in your life, you will make it. Because God is with you. The force is with you. Mother Teresa made it. And 99% of her life, we know that from the letters that they examined before her beatification and canonization. We know that she didn't for 99% of her life believe in God. But she knew that God believed in her. And she got up every day and fought the good fight. She persevered. That's the name of our faith. Perseverance. Persevere. Do not give up. Father Adam isn't giving up. And I've got lots of enemies. Hello? Just Google my name. How many enemies do I have? And supposedly faithful people. People who say they believe in God. They'd like nothing more than for me to disappear. They'd like nothing more than for somebody to come and take me out. And am I giving up? Did I give up being a priest and living the dream of God for me in my life, my vocation? Have I given up on you? Have I given up living, even though I am going through still a very horrible eating disorder that I developed that almost killed me? I was just skin and bones. A couple of years ago, had anemia, all sorts of other health problems that nearly killed me. And I got through it. I got through so many things in my life. My parents' divorce, a very abusive seminary system where classmates of mine in the seminary committed suicide in Chicago. You can Google that, it's on the internet. I saw horrible things, went through horrible things, and I made it. And so will you. I made it through an immigrant experience. I came here to the United States as a child. Had to leave my grandmother, my family in Poland, the familiar. I lived in inner city neighborhoods in Chicago. I remember once asking a young man, 14 years old, when I was still in Chicago, I said to him, "What do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?" I asked him. And he looks at me and he says, "You mean if I grow up?" Because there's no guarantee in the neighborhood that I lived in Chicago, that I grew up in, that you will grow up. It's more likely that you will be killed by the violence. So many people are now focused on Ukraine and the war there. We have a war in our own country. In the cities, the violence. People say to me, "Father, I don't want to go to Mexico, to the state of Michoacan, for example, because it's so violent there." Are you kidding me? Try living in Chicago.